Hey, wonderful teachers. It's time for another Buzz Tip of the Week. I want to discuss with you today about lesson planning resources. Since summer is upon us now and our schedules are starting to lighten up a little bit, might be a great opportunity to take a look at what kind of resources that are available to you to use for your upcoming classes that will start in the fall. So the first thing I would like to show you is that right up here with this Managing Courses button, you can go and view your past courses. So any courses where you have some information that you would like to retrieve if you did a project or a specific type of homework and it's in that class, you can go and search for your class. And typically these are like within the last 2 or 3 weeks of them being closed out and final. If not, let me know and I can go and update the end dates for those so that they can appear. So you can go and you can select on any of the classes that are in here. So if I wanted to go here and say I forgot to save something to my library that I used for this graphic design class, I can just go up here after I click on the class and then go to the editor. I now have full access to this class. Or I'm sorry, it's a digital photography, not I have it for graphic design now. So for photography, so if there was something that I wanted to grab from in here, like the final project blog or a document that I created, you simply would just come over here and you would copy it to your library. And as you see, it pops in right there. So just like you would with anything else, and then when you get to your library, it's already in there. So, and then you can drag it up to where you need it to be at that point in time. So there it is. Now, another thing that you can do is now that you're in your library, I think a lot of us know about the digital library already. So this is a great resource. So you have a lot of different things. You can go and look at what other people have loaded up for their classes. You can also use the Ideal Courses and Ideal Learning Library. I found a lot of great information that I could use for my classes in them. We also have the Khan Academy link in here. We have Lake Forest. I will come back to that one in a little bit. We have Open Ed. This one has some great stuff in there as well. With this one, sometimes you do have to narrow down what you are looking for. Especially if you have broad. So like electives is very broad. So I have to narrow down the subject to like fine arts. And then I'll click search. And then it brings up all sorts of stuff that I could use for fine arts. Some are videos. Some are just documents, articles, and stuff like that. Quite a few of them are videos. So, and as you can see, there are a lot of them. There's 1,059 different things. And I have sifted through this many different times to find different things that I was looking for. So, but to go back to Lake Forest, you can come here and see this big number, 3,336. That might change by the time you get up here and look into the Lake Forest department, but that's every class that's ever been taught on this campus by any teacher. So if you want to see what other teachers are doing in their classes and if they have some great information, you can go and grab that as well. So as you can see, it takes quite a bit of while for it to load up, but once it does, every class will be made available. So as soon as it comes in, then I will load into a class and I'll show you how to copy to your library. You can also go to the digital library from your actual class. So you can just download it right to your class and you can copy it to your library from there. But if you're doing some pre-planning over the summertime, doing everything from my library will be great because it's already in there. And then when I get your classes loaded into Buzz, then you can just drag the stuff over when you need it. It's going to make planning for your classes in the fall that much quicker and easier. So we'll just go into, say I was teaching Spanish. I can go into the Spanish class, take a look at what Unit 1 was, what's in there, what did Carlita do in Session 1, and I have a look at her content and her participation, how she grades participation, and then the homework. So that is another thing, and sometimes there's worksheets and tests and stuff that other teachers have done. So if you like something, you just you can select all, or you can select a particular document right here. But the important thing is that you can copy up to 100 activities at a time, 100 pieces at a time. So if I liked all of this session 1, I would simply click on that, and then you would copy that, and it would bring it right into my library. And there it appears at the end. So if you already have like folders set up, like I already have my library organized by the classes that I teach. So a lot of times when I'm going into the digital library to find information, I go in straight from this class and then just go right at it to graphic design. So that way my library is staying organized while I'm adding information to it. It's a great way to keep organized. I'm a big folder person. I like folders upon folders upon folders because it's a great organizational technique. But if I open this up, that has everything in there that Carlina did for session 1 for this particular student. Now, if you copied something that you turn out to not need or don't want to use, click on your 3 dots menu over here and then just click delete. So that way you can keep it nice and neat. And since I literally do have this project already, I'm going to delete this one too. So if you have questions or if you need anything about where to get resources for your lesson planning, just let me know. Happy charting!